Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay the Bronze Bomber, taking on Luis King Kong Ortiz, the magnificent boogeyman Cuban. You understand me? And they doing it again, man. Part two on the way. Part two is on the way. Salute to this man right here, man. Excuse me. Salute to this man right here, the Bronze Bomber. Deontay Wilder, the Alabama Slugger, the American champion, man. What he meant, the American heavyweight champion. The real deal, the number one heavyweight in the game, the hardest puncher in the world. Maybe the hardest puncher in history, man. He giving Luis Ortiz a second chance to try to redeem himself. You know, when he didn't have to. But he said he's a man of his word, and he said he will give him a second shot, and that's what he's doing. He making great boxing. He giving us great heavyweight boxing. The best versus the best. You understand me? Like my man BFTB. The best versus the best. And cats hate on that. You know, salute to Deontay Wilder, man. Salute to him, yo. You dig what I mean? He is the number one guy at heavyweight. You know, taking on the boogeyman once again. The man nobody wants no part of. Not Anthony Joshua, not fucking Dylan White, not Tyson Fury. You dig? Not even Joe Joyce. You see what I'm saying? Not even Joe Joyce. But they'll try to discredit Luis Ortiz? These cats are going to discredit Luis Ortiz? Are they crazy or are they dumb? You dig what I mean? This man is still a boogeyman, still one of the hardest punchers in the game, and still one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the game. Hands down, elite heavyweight fighter. Let me repeat that. Elite heavyweight fighter. You dig? So, King Kong stepped up to the plate. He got into the ring with Deontay, and they making it happen for the second time, yo. They making it happen for the second time. This is what you talk about, real men. These are real men once you step into the ring and you get it done. You dig? You step into the ring and you get it done. You know? So salute to both of these dudes, man, for wanting to fight each other next. For wanting to fight each other next. We all know what D did in this last fight to this guy right here. We ain't done. We all know what he did. You dig what I mean? This gonna happen to every heavyweight in the game, man. This is going to happen to every heavyweight in the game. Wait for it. One, bam, there it go. Goodbye. You dig? Goodbye. So for cats to come out here and try to shit on this fight, they got to be crazy. They got to be crazy. This is one hell of a fight. It's going to be an epic fight. And salute to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder for making it happen. Give him his credit. Give him his credit, yo. You dig what I mean? Give him his credit. We all know the first fight was a hell of a fight. The first fight was one hell of a fight. You know, had y'all on pins and needles, had me on pins and needles, because we know what this man right here possessed. He used his jab to try to control Wilder to get his right off. You know what I'm saying? And he's a southpaw, bro. He's a southpaw. I'm sorry, to get his left off. You know what I mean? He tried to keep Wilder in position to where he can come with his straight, come with his hooks, try to come with his uppercuts, and he was magnificent in what he was doing. He gave us excitement in that fight. You know what I mean? He made us see things that we never seen in other fights with Deontay Wilder. He showed us Deontay Wilder had a chin and can overcome adversity. You dig? That happened in the Luis Ortiz fight. You know? That showed other people that Wilder can be hurt. So it gave them some type of, some type of confidence that they can beat him. You dig what I mean? That's because Luis King Kong Ortiz did that. Luis King Kong Ortiz got into that ring first and faced the Bronze Bomber. And vice versa. The Bronze Bomber got into that ring first and faced Luis King Kong Ortiz. You know? And it was an epic fight, man. It was an epic fight. Anyone says it wasn't will be lying. They will be lying. These same cats, listen to me, y'all. These same cats who's trying to shit on the fight now, who trying to hate on this fight now, on this rematch of an elite heavyweight fight, of a great fucking elite heavyweight fight, these same cats that's trying to shit on it now, y'all, was saying Luis Ortiz deserved a rematch. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This is what I mean about these suckers, about these cats with these biased agendas, who want to say that they're not biased, who thinking that if they say different things and try to be different, that they can alert a different crowd, or they can alert somebody can look at them and say, oh, man, you know what? Them cats keeping it real over there, man. Let's go on over here and see what they cup of tea tasting like. You know what I mean? They still niggers. But we gonna go see what that cup of tea tastes like. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, get out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that, yo. Get out of here with that. This is one hell of a fight, everybody. This is one hell of a fight, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. And guess what? If it's on pay-per-view, I'm buying it. You're right. I'm buying it. Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz deserves pay-per-view. Now, who want to dispute me on that? Who want to tell me Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz don't deserve pay-per-view? Who want to dispute me on that? You did? The first fight was epic. And if you say the first fight wasn't a pay-per-view worthy fight, you're a damn lie. You understand? You're a damn lie. We had everything in that fight, man. We had knockdowns. We had each champion, the champion get hurt. We had Luis Ortiz get hurt. We had Luis Ortiz expose certain things that we already knew. You dig what I mean? We had Wilder expose certain things, and they went at it, yo. They went at it like a heavyweight fight supposed to be. You dig? Like a heavyweight fight supposed to be. And this fight is going to be a great fight, man. It's going to be a great fight. We all know Deontay Wilder, he possesses a power that no one in this world possesses. No one. Excuse me. No one. Not even they heavyweight champion across the pond, Anthony Joshua. You dig? Not even Joshua possessed this type of power. This is real, raw, God-given strength that Deontay Wilder have. And when he put it on display, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing because we all sit up here, we watch the fight, but we all waiting for that one punch to land and see if Deontay Wilder's opponent can take it. You dig? And see if his opponent can take it. And so far, no one has been able to take it. No one. To me, he knocked out everybody he's faced, including Tyson Fury. Including Tyson Fury. I don't give a damn because the ref let him up and they said he made 12 rounds. He was knocked out in my eyes. So to me, Deontay Wilder knocked him out, and it ain't going to change. It's not going to change. You dig what I mean? But getting back to this fight, man, it's going to be one hell of a fight. Luis Ortiz, he bring a different type of skill level to the game. And I think that skill level make Deontay Wilder that much more better. You see what I'm saying? It make him that much more better. Because out of all the fighters in the game right now, the heavyweights, let me rephrase that. Out of all the heavyweight fighters in the game right now, Luis Ortiz is the one that you don't want to make a mistake against. You see what I'm saying? Because he will make you pay tremendously. You understand? Look at all the Wilder fights. Which one was his most dangerous fight? Which one was his most dangerous fight? You see what I'm saying? You can look at Tyson Fury. You can say it was competitive. It was. It was a very competitive fight. I respected it. I liked it. I like what Tyson Fury brought to the table. I like he made Wilder think in the ring. But when we talking about dangerous, we never seen Tyson Fury bag Deontay Wilder up. But one thing we did see Luis Ortiz bag Wilder up. We did see Luis Ortiz hurt Wilder. You know what I mean? We saw him hurt him. And when you see that type of fight and you see that type of heart and that type of fortitude coming from a fighter like King Kong Luis Ortiz, the man that Joshua wanted no part of, the man that Dylan White is ducking, the man that Tyson Fury won't even say his name. You understand me? Joe Joyce ran back to the UK because he wanted no parts of this man. You understand what I'm saying? When you talking about that man getting into the ring with the Bronze Bomber, that's a recipe for a great fucking fight. It's a recipe for a classic. It's a recipe for the best versus the best. Because when you look at the heavyweight division, you look at Deontay Wilder, then you look at Anthony Joshua, then you look at Tyson Fury, and then you see Luis King Kong Ortiz right there at number 4. Right there at number 4. And guess what? The performance he put on against Deontay Wilder was a fucking elite performance from a championship caliber type of fighter. You see? A championship caliber type of fighter. And that's exactly what Luis King Kong Ortiz is. Because you think about it, if Joshua wasn't holding 3 belts, and you had them other 2 belts floating around, and Wilder was the WBC champion, and Joshua was the WBA, the IBF, or the WBO, just one of those titles. Just give him one. Just say make him the WBA. And we got the WBO and the IBF floating around out here. You telling me, wait a minute, you're going to tell Monty Brown One of the best motherfuckers that's doing this boxing game. That Luis Ortiz is not certified to go up against a Dillian White, a Joseph Parker, a Andy Ruiz, even a Tyson Fury. You understand me? A Brian Jennings, even a Klitschko, and he don't possess the skills to beat either one of those cats and win one of those titles? Are you serious or are you dumb? You see, that's the thing about these cats when they be trying to talk this boxing game. You know, that's the thing about these cats when they try to talk this boxing game. They want to act like they know when they don't know shit. You know what I mean? Listen to them. Like I say, listen to them. Listen to what they say now and listen to what they said back then. Listen to what they say now and listen to what they said back then. Check their temperature. Check it. Call them out on it and watch how they react. Oh, well, what I said back then was I was doing this. Nah, partner. That shit don't fly. What you said back then is what you believe. And if you believe that then, you believe it now. Even if you want to switch your words up. Even if you want to say, oh, I had to change your heart like this a fucking game show. This not a game show. This is the boxing game. You dig? And this wasn't long ago when these cats were saying these things. Nothing changed in a year, man. You know, nothing changed in a year. Not too much at that. You dig what I mean? Luis Ortiz was dangerous a year ago, and he's dangerous now. You know, he's dangerous now to anybody in the heavyweight division, including Big Country, the heavyweight champion of the world, the American heavyweight champion of the world, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Alabama Slugger, the Bronze Bomber, the man that nobody really want to face because he has that real Dragon Ball Z caliber fighter where he'll knock your fucking soul out your body. We all know that. You dig what I mean? But Luis Ortiz is willing and ready to step back in the ring with this man who knocked him out. And he lost no confidence behind it. He lost no confidence behind it because he understood the caliber of effort he put in that fight. And he went back and he watched it and he said, you know what, if I made this adjustment or made that adjustment, you know, maybe I could have been the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And you got to respect that, man. You got to respect it and get that dude all this credit in the world. All this credit in the world. Yeah, y'all can bring up the Joshua situation and say he had a chance to fight Joshua. But at the same time, yeah, but did he have the right amount of weeks to train for Anthony Joshua? Yeah, it was a shitload of money. You dig? It was a shitload of money. You know? But did he have the proper weeks to train for Anthony Joshua? No. So he would have been doing Joshua a favor and saving the day, but still putting his life at risk, stepping into the ring, not properly trained for Anthony Joshua. You see what I'm saying? And then think about this, everybody. Think about this shit. All right, they picked big baby Jarrell Miller to make his debut at Madison Square Garden. They could have been picked Luis Ortiz to make his debut in Madison Square Garden. Luis Ortiz wasn't booked. He wasn't booked. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't booked. They could have picked Luis Ortiz to make Anthony Joshua debut at Madison Square Garden, but they went with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And when the shit fell apart with Big Baby Miller, then they tried to run to Luis Ortiz and save the day because they knew they needed a great fucking name to put in Madison Square Garden. Salute Andy Ruiz that he was you know, willing and ready to take on the challenge. You dig? He was willing and ready because he see a shitload of money. But I don't knock King Kong, even though King Kong won the fight and it wasn't him, it was his promoter that fucked the fight up. But I'm not pissed off because I want somebody like Luis King Kong Ortiz to have a proper training camp going up against a fucking unified champion. How about that? You dig? They could have been had Luis Ortiz if they really wanted him, but they didn't really want him. See what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to fight him in America. They didn't want to fight him where he'd have a clean, clear cut. You know, America would give Luis Ortiz a first shot. But I don't think it'll happen in the UK. And they're just keeping it real. But, you know, back to Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. Number 2 is happening. It's a hell of a fight. It's going down. It's going to be electrifying. So it's happening in September. And all you suckers who trying to shit on it will be watching it. I don't give a fuck if you don't pay for it. you gonna have your sucker ass in somebody's house or at somebody boy watching the fight. As long as you got eyes on the bronze bomber, that's all I give a fuck about. That's all I care about. As long as in September you got eyes on the bronze bomber, that's all I care about. You know? So you can make your hating ass videos. You can make these videos where y'all trying to diss Wilder, calling him this, that, and the third, which we know he's not. Which the real man know what Deontay Wilder is in America. The real stand-up man know what he is in America. The real stand-up man know what he went through to try to make the best fight the best. You understand what I'm saying? The real stand-up man is going to give him his just due and his proper credit and push him in his own country, being his people. You know what I mean? And show him the love that he deserves, man. And give him the credit that he deserves because he is the #1 heavyweight in the world. You dig? He do got the most title defenses. You dig? And he knocked out every motherfucker that stepped in that ring with him. How about that? How about that? And come September, it will be no exceptions. Luis Ortiz will go down again. I say Luis Ortiz will go down again. In a beautiful effort, but he will go down again. You dig? And then all you suckers who want to hate on the fight, who want to come back and make your little narratives, well, we knew this was going to happen. Why would he fight him? He said, it's this, it's that. This. Man, man, listen. I said I was going to do good in this video, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But, suckers, man, they take you there. But this is one fight. To everybody out there that's listening to this video, listen to me. And listen good. Deontay Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz, #2, is one hell of a fight. Look back in the days, y'all. Go back in the days when we was getting the rematches with the best of the best. We was getting the rematches. Did they disappoint? Did they or did they not disappoint? You know what I'm saying? Hell no, they didn't disappoint you. They was great fights and they was classic fights. Great fights and classic fights. And then they moved on to the next heavyweight. But we all know what Deontay Wilder went through to try to make Deontay Wilder and Joshua happen. We all know the games that Team Matchroom played on Deontay Wilder, had him jumping through rings of fires and shit to try to make the fight happen. Bending over, trying to make the fight happen. You know what I mean? Lowering his standards, putting his manhood on the line to make the fight happen. Even maybe disappointing us as American fans just a little bit just to make the fight happen. But we loved him for it because we knew the opportunity he was trying to get and the fight that he was trying to show us. You dig what I mean? But these cats act like they quickly forget. Like Roy Jones say, man, y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Like I say, people can see a beautiful house, man. They can see a beautiful house with the jacuzzi and the swimming pool and the 3-car garages and you know what I mean, Ferris wheels, this, that, and the third. Nice ass driveway, beautiful grass. They looking at all that, and they forgot about, the blueprint and the groundwork you had to put in to build that house. It's always a beginning to everything, man. It's always a beginning to everything, and you can't write a book without the beginning, without the middle, and without the ending. Y'all just remember that, man. Go to the beginning of everything. When you watch a movie, do you start from the middle? Do you look at the ending? Or do you go to the beginning? You see what I'm saying? Look at the beginning of everything and then make your judgments. But understand this. Deontay Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz will be one hell of a fight. It will be electrifying. It will be a classic. And it will be one that you will rewatch. You will rewatch right after you just watched it. Because I'm damn sure going to watch it 2 or 3 times right after I watch it the first time. And that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. But salute to both of them killers for getting in the ring with each other, man. I can't wait till the fight to happen. If it's on pay-per-view, Monty Brown will buy it. I will be giving it to the people. Y'all know how I do. And we go enjoy it. We go rock out. And we go watch Wilder get another one. You dig what I mean? What's that's going to be, 42? That's going to be 42. You dig? That's going to be 42. And we go continue to count until we get Anthony Joshua in the ring and handle that business and make him 43 or 44 or 45 or 46 or 47 or whatever the fuck Deontay Wilder want to do, because that's where we at with it. You understand me? That's where we at with it. Whatever Deontay Wilder want to do, Monty Brown is with it. Monty Brown is with it. If you want to face Luis Ortiz for the third time, Monty Brown is with it. Yeah, that part. Straight like that. But we know that's not going to happen because Wilder's a stand-up man. He will get Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua in the ring, and he will knock them the fuck out. Point blank, period. Until then, this your boy Monty. This the ANSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's in the description. And I'll be back with another one, family. No bias talk. No bias talk.